Hello, welcome to Sonic City. My name is Moon Kim of Royal Pirates, and the first song you heard was 숨길 수 없어요, Can't Hide It by Roller Coaster. I personally really like Roller Coaster because they use those specific chords that I really like. It's very pop, but it sounds a little bluesy and jazzy. And I personally, when I write songs, I use a lot of those chords as well. That's why I really like them. And they use a lot of cool guitar riffs and beats. So I really like them a lot. And it's been a long time since I last heard a song by Roller Coaster too. Roller Coaster debuted in the late 1990s as an acid jazz band, and they were well received by music enthusiasts. How did you like their vintage sound and Jo Won-sun's vocals? Roller Coaster is made of three members. Jo Won-sun, who's known for her groovy vocals, guitarist Lee Sang-sun, he's Iori's husband actually, and bassist Jinwoo, who's known as a hitmaker. What's interesting about this band is that there's no drummer. They actually hired a guest drummer for their concerts and their recordings. One of the members, Jinwoo, is a famous composer, actually. Now, he was a mastermind behind Brown Eyed Girl's biggest hit, Abracadabra. As a composer, he used the pseudonym Hitchhiker, and you can see his name on the albums of Infinite, Shiny, and many other SM artists. Jinwoo actually left Roller Coaster after their fifth album, which was released in 2006, and the song you just heard was from that album. Well, actually, Roller Coaster hasn't been releasing any new albums since then because remaining members Jo Won-sun and Lee Sang-sun, they're focusing on their solo activities. It's quite unfortunate that such great musicians stopped creating music together, right? Now, the Sunday edition of Sonic City is about to start right now. Don't forget to send in your messages and song requests at www.arirang.com. Click Sonic City and go to the message board. Let's take a listen to another song. 언제나 둘이서, Always Two of Us by 20세기 소년. Alright, later on we're gonna have a little segment called Be My Friend. Do you guys remember the questions? The first question is, what's your favorite scenery and sight? Second one is, what's your favorite smell or scent? Third one is, what's your favorite flavor? Number 4 is, what's your favorite sound? And the last one is, what's your favorite texture? Leave your answers at www.arirang.radio.com. Click Sonic City, go to the message board. In the second hour, we have music with theme in store for you. And today, we'll be talking about songs related to youth. So I hope you look forward to it. And there are different ways to listen to Arirang Radio. If you're listening to us from Jeju-do Island, 88.7 megahertz in the Jeju area, 88.1 in the Seogwipo area, 101.9 megahertz in the Daejeong area. www.arirangradio.com, click on the on-air button, or download the Maru from homepage arirangradio.com. It's Arirang Radio widget. Arirang Radio application is also available, free of charge. Search Arirang Radio and download it. Let's listen to two songs. 하루 종일, All Day Long, once again featuring Aga Sings, and 아까워, Not Worth It by Jazzy Fact. Remember how I said I was really into hip-hop? And I'm also really into jazz nowadays, and this group, Jazzy Fact, mixed that so well together. Like, their progressions and their arrangement is jazzy, but they rap on it. And Benzino, one of my favorite rappers, he used to be in this group, right? I don't know if he is anymore, but I'm definitely going to look more into their songs, definitely. Alright, it's time for the weekly best, where we get to learn about some of your favorite songs that we played this past week. Here's the first message. It's from Leon Teo from Singapore. He said, wow, Mamamoo and Basic together. I love Mamamoo, but don't know much about Basic, but I'm loving what I'm listening. Thank you, Leon. Oh, he likes that stand-up song, right? From Show Me the Money. Next one is Irene Mangan. Hello, Moon. It's so nice to listen to your voice on the radio. Yay! I never watched the show, Show Me the Money, but after I listened to your show on Monday, I looked up the show and now I'm curious about Korean hip-hop. Also, the rapper that you introduced by the name of Basic, is he a newbie since he's on the audition program? I found some of his songs on the internet though. Anyways, thank you so much for playing awesome music every day. Good luck. They both like the stand-up song by Basic and Mamamoo. And Basic is definitely not a newbie because Basic released a mixtape in 2007 and gained fame as a member of a hip-hop crew called Jiggy Fellas. So he's been quite a prominent rapper on the underground hip-hop scene in Korea for years. In his song Stand Up, which I played for you on Monday, there's a part that goes like, 나도 한땐 슈퍼 루키. I was once a super rookie. And this is quite true because he was considered an up-and-coming MC at the time of his debut. Basic is best known for his excellent delivery of the lyrics and sharp and fast rap flow. He actually quit doing hip-hop after getting married and found more stable job as an office worker. But out of his unwavering passion for music, he decided to compete on Show Me the Money, which I think was a good thing that he did because I became a fan of him. And I like hip-hop artists because I can't rap, and you kind of look up to people who are good at what you can't do, right? And after watching Show Me the Money, Basic, and I also like Lil Boy, they both were really good at rapping, and there's something about their lyrics and their flow which was really straightforward, and you can hear their lyrics really well. And that watching that really made me want to rap as well, which I never try to do. I kind of want to. I think I'm going to start practicing from now. All right, I'm going to play a song for you from Basic from his mixtape released in 2013. It's called Pretty Girls by Basic featuring Kim Se-hange. Best number 2 is from Anne Sophie. Hey Moon, I'm interested to know more about Dear Cloud, who sang 널 위해서라고. It's for you. I have never heard of them before. Are they an indie band? They sound really interesting. Dear Cloud they're more like semi-indie and semi-mainstream, right? And they were formed in 2005, so they've been together for about 10 years now. Wow. And their music can be described as modern rock sound that sounds somewhat depressing and sentimental with pop quality to it. I've known about Dear Cloud and I've heard really good things about them, and I listened to some of their songs, but when I joined the Arirang radio, that's when I really listened to them. But what I like is I kind of like how their band name really matches the style of music they play. It is very sentimental, and when you listen to it, you kind of get emotional, but they also have that rock quality which you can really enjoy. The vocalist of Dear Cloud has a unique voice, kind of like Chowon-sun of Roller Coaster, whose song I played at the start of today's show. Her name is Nine, and she has a very husky and low-toned voice. That's why many people actually wondered whether the vocalist was male or female at the time of their debut. Actually, in addition to her husky voice, she's fairly tall and has an androgynous look, which people quite find attractive about her. It's true, because when I first heard Dear Cloud, I thought it was a guy singing. And it's interesting because long time ago when I had long hair, I would always get mistaken as a girl. Now when I get into taxis, because I kind of have a low voice, but the taxi drivers would always think that I'm a girl. So I would get in a taxi and I would speak, 어디로 가주세요, and they would be surprised, and they would turn back because they thought I was a girl. And I'm like, oh, you thought I was a girl, huh? It happened so many times. And back then I think I had more androgynous look too because I had longer hair. Right. The song by Dear Cloud that I'm about to play for you has more of an upbeat sound compared to their other songs. I'm sure you'll like the upbeat piano line and the refreshing chorus. The song is called 그때와 같은 공간 같은 노래가. Same space and same song as back then by Dear Cloud.
Come a little closer, relax your mind. I wanna tell you something through a melody. Come on, stay with me and spend a little time. Sonic City.
All right, it's time for you to be my friend. The first message is from Mariel from Mexico. I remember you, Mariel, because I spoke Spanish when I read your message, right? And she said, OMG, OMG, it's me again, Mariel. I'm so happy that you could read my message. I'm so excited. My parents came to see me because they got surprised out of my reaction. Because I don't usually write on websites, so it was so surprising for me. And she wrote, Estoy muy contenta de saber que me hayas Respondido. Muchas gracias. Which means you made my day. Thank you so much. Okay, and I'm gonna read her answers in Spanish. Número uno. What's your favorite scenery in sight? And she said, I love all the bright places. And of course, my favorite scenery would be just a sunny day with my favorite person. Oh, that's sweet. Número dos. What's your favorite smell and scent? I'm so in love with all those things that smell like grape. Grape. But I also like fresh and frugal and sweet smells. Nice. Número tres. What is your favorite flavor? I love desserts, candies, but I also like salty food. My favorite flavor in candies is strawberry. Nice. Next one is what? Número cuatro. What's your favorite sound? I only love listening to music. Some people may say they like the sound of rain, but I don't like it. It makes me feel nostalgic. I think feeling nostalgic is good sometimes. Número cinco. What's your favorite texture? I like soft textures. Thank you, Mariel, for your answers. We're gonna play a canción for you. It's called 좋아 by Jay Park. We're back, and I can't believe this week's already over. Can you? Well, you know what that means, right? I'm going to tell you the new set of questions for next week's Be My Friend. And it's number related, so here it goes. Number one, when's your birthday? My birthday is actually pretty soon. So make sure you guys remember, right? It's September 2nd. September 2nd is my birthday, right? Number two, when do you usually eat your first meal of the day? I eat mine after working out. I work out at 10:30, and when I'm done, I eat it at about around 12. I live on a very fixed schedule nowadays. Number three, how many phone numbers can you remember off the top of your head? And those phone numbers, and whose phone numbers are they? I remember 0. I don't remember any phone numbers except mine. I remember one, mine. It's 010. All right. Number four, how many people do you talk to a day on average? Well, my parents, my band members, my family, probably about like 10. I think 10's about right. How about you? All right, last question. How many songs do you have on your playlist? Which song have you played back the most? I have like hundreds of songs, but I always get, for me, when I get stuck on one song, I just listen to that song over and over, like until I get sick of it. So right now it's that song on Show Me the Money, Boss. I listen to that every day. Yes. Do you want to be my friend? Then don't hesitate to answer these questions on our message board. Leave your messages and song requests at www.arirangradio.com. Click Sonic City, go to the message board. Let's listen to two songs. 시간은 간다, Time Keeps Rolling by Galaxy Express, and 사랑은 어디에, Where is Love by 3호선 Butterfly, Third Line Butterfly. Moon's Tune. Alright, today's Moon's Tune is, I grew up listening to 서태지, and he actually wrote this song, and there's something about the sounds of this song and the voice that really, really touches your heart. And it's called 소격동. It's written by 서태지 and sang by IU. Let's listen to it. 소격동 by IU, written by 서태지. What do you guys think? It's good, right? I think her voice really suits this song really well. I think she sang it really well. And the music video, if you watch the music video and just the song itself, it really made me feel nostalgic. Like it made me think of my youth when I was really young. And I like this song a lot. And if you discover new songs today and you liked it, let me know which song it was. I will tell you more about the songs and artists chosen by our listeners for this segment on the weekend. If you want to know the title of the song or the name of the artist, go to arirangradio.com Sonic City playlist. Alright, up next is music with theme. Please look forward to it. The last song for the hour is Shall We Dance by Mellow Spoon. See you again in the second hour.
On Truly Jeju, we learn everything there is to know about the world's treasure island, Jeju. Today, we talk about Solmundae Halmang, who represents the creator goddess of Jeju-do Island. Solmundae Halmang is the goddess in one of the Jeju myths about Jeju's topography. She is said to have been a mighty goddess, being the tallest deity ever. This grandmother goddess carried soil using her skirt to make Jeju-do Island, and the clods that fell off from her skirt became a number of the orums or parasitic volcanic cones. However, when she had finished, the mountain peak was so sharp that she snapped the tip and threw it away, thus making Sambangsan Mountain. Solmundae Halmang once told the people on Jeju-do Island that if they sewed 500 rolls of cotton cloth to make her underclothes, she would build a bridge that leads to the mainland. But they failed. They were unable to gather enough cotton cloth, so she refused to build the bridge. This left Jeju-do as an island. Also, according to the story, this goddess had 500 sons, and one day, she fell into a boiling pot and died while cooking porridge for those sons. The 500 sons, whom later found out that they unknowingly had eaten their mother in the porridge, became the 500 generals of Yeongshil Gyeam, or the 500 bizarre stones on Halasan Mountain where they sobbed.
We're back with the second hour of the show, and we give you music with theme every Sunday. We present you with several songs based on a special theme. Any themes you'd like to suggest? Then message me on arirangradio.com, click Sonic City, and go to the message board. Alright, before we go into music with theme, we're going to listen to a song, and it's called Day in Dance, Send the Shuffle Lover by 신세아, featuring 오혁.
There are many ways that you can listen to Sonic City. If you're listening to us from Jeju-do Island, 88.7 MHz in the Jeju area, 88.1 in the Seogwipo area, and 101.9 in the Daejeong area. If you want to use the internet, go to www.arirangradio.com, click on the on-air button. Or download the Maru from our homepage, which is the Arirang Radio widget. Smartphone application is also available. Type in Arirang Radio and download it free of charge. Enjoy a variety of Korean music on Sonic City.
Today's theme is youth. Today I'm going to introduce you and play songs for you that are related to youth and youthfulness. Youth can be translated to 청춘 in Korean, while youth in English generally refers to adolescence or the stage behind childhood and adulthood. 청춘 in Korean is often used to describe young adults in their 20s, which is considered the prime time of life, right? So in the context of today's show, please note that by youth and youthfulness, I'm referring to the vigor of young adults in their 20s. I think definitely youth refers to like people in their 20s, but I see people who are much older, but they still have that youthfulness at heart. And when I see my grandma, she still has that like girl. She still has that little girl in her heart. So I think it's definitely age, but also you can have youthfulness in your heart, right? So the older generations tend to tell young adults to spend their prime time of their lives very wisely. And I think 20 is a time to find out who you really are, right? You make a lot of mistakes when you're in your 20s. You meet new people, you love, you get hurt, and you really develop who you are, and you develop as a person. And for me personally, I think I'm spending my 20s pretty well because I'm in a rock band and we tour different countries, and I think that's something special, and that's something that not everyone gets the chance of, and I'm very grateful for my band and for the life that I have, even though because I do have stuff that I think like, oh, I should have done this, I could have done that, I would have, but I think that's all part of growing up. But besides all that, you really got to appreciate what you have, and you got to appreciate the life that you're living. That's what I think. All right, now let's talk about the songs that are related to youthfulness. There were so many songs about youthfulness in Korea. Koreans actually love the word youth, or 청춘, which literally means green spring in Shinso Korean characters. It refers to the fact that your 20s is when your life truly begins and you get ready to blossom. Also, people in their 20s tend to be fierce and fearless, and this quality is greatly admired by people in other age groups. Perhaps that's why there's so many songs about youth, right? Well, the first song I'm going to play for you is Thomas Cook's 청춘, Youth. It has very fresh and pleasant acoustic guitar sound. Thomas Cook, which is actually his stage name, debuted in 1999 as a member of a modern rock band called My Aunt Mary. I heard that My Aunt Mary has been introduced several times on Sonic City, but let me just mention the fact that they are an influential band on the Indian modern rock scenes. They have a huge fan base who love their refined sound and ear-grabbing melodies, but unfortunately they've suspended their activities following the release of their fifth album in 2008. I really hope that they join forces again and release a brand new album very soon. Thomas Cook, who was a vocalist and guitarist of My Aunt Mary, is currently concentrating on his solo activities. And today I'm going to play you a song from his second album that came out in 2011. It's about the prime time years that have passed by. And the singer behind this song said that he wants to make a bonfire on a beach with his friends and sing this song at the top of his lungs while playing the guitar against the backdrop of a beautiful sunset. Let's listen to that song, 청춘, Youth, by Thomas Cook. I like that song because I'm a sucker for acoustic guitar sounds, and it really sounds like a song that would be good to sing at a beach with bonfire and marshmallows and chocolate and with friends and family, right? All right, the second song I'm going to play for you is 나를 연애하게 하라, Make Me Date by 달빛 요정 역전마루 홈런. I think 20s is the prime time for romance, right? And dating. Because you look the best in your 20s and you have gained quite a few experience, but you still have that passion and those raging hormones. So I suggest you don't waste it. The song 나를 연애하게 하라, Make Me Date, is about a guy lamenting the fact that he can't even remember how long ago it was when he last walked hand in hand with someone special. Oh, that's sad. Throughout the song, the singer keeps saying, make me date, make me fall in love, make me passionate. I'm sure all the single people in their 20s out there can relate to this song, right? 달빛 요정 역전마루 홈런, that's kind of hard to pronounce, 달빛 요정 역전마루 홈런, was actually a one-man band with 이진원. It's quite a long name, but it literally means the Moonlight Fairy Grand Slammer for a comeback win. As you can probably tell by his stage name, 이진원 is a huge fan of baseball, right? So for those who bring baseball game tickets to his concerts, he gives a 50% discount on his concert tickets. Nice. And the titles of his albums are all related to baseball as well. The song 나를 연애하게 하라, Make Me Date, is actually from his third album titled Goodbye Aluminum, which he released after aluminum bats were banned in baseball. Goodbye Aluminum, I see. 이진원 released many great songs that were relatable. Now, the lyrics were very candid, even to the point of being provocative, and they conveyed thought-provoking messages. So many people found his songs quite moving and inspiring. Unfortunately, he died in 2010 in his own home as a result of a brain hemorrhage. As you can probably imagine, it left many of his fellow musicians and his fans in shock and grief. But he still remains in the hearts of many, and his songs, including the one that I'm about to play for you, are still widely loved to this day. Let's listen to that song, 나를 연애하게 하라, Make Me Date, by 달빛 요정 역전마루 홈런. Thank you, Ijino, for making such great music, and rest in peace. Alright, on today's Music with Theme, we're talking about songs that are related to youth and youthfulness. Up next is 주윤아's 푸른 봄 청춘, Green Spring Youth. 주윤아, who debuted as a leader and bassist of a modern rock band called Vodka Rain, is now engaging in solo activities as a vocalist. Vodka Rain is their greatest hits were all composed by 주윤아, who's been demonstrating his singing talent after debuting as a solo vocalist. As a musician myself, there's something I admire about 주윤아, and it's the fact that he's been making and releasing new studio albums, EPs, and singles very consistently. After making his debut in 2007, he's very diligent and hardworking, and that's why he's nicknamed Model Student. You may not know this, but it's very difficult for musicians to come out with new songs non-stop. And when I see and listen to these musicians, I get inspired to write music myself, because I'm kind of a slow writer. I write quick, but I don't like frequently write. So when I listen to music by these artists, I get inspired to make new music. And he recently transformed into a jazz vocalist. And I like to wish him all the best in his endeavors. Now let's turn our attention to the song 푸른 봄 청춘, Green Spring Youth, which is a sweet romantic song that he collaborated on with bossa nova vocalist 나희경. It has a very relaxing melody, and I'm sure you will be enraptured by their voices. It's about discovering your other half and feeling more complete and happy because of your significant other. Let's listen to it. 푸른 봄 청춘, Green Spring Youth, 주윤아 featuring 나희경. Alright, on today's Music with Theme, we're playing songs about youth and the prime years of life. Up next is voice Que Sera Sera, which is a Spanish phrase that means whatever will be, will be. The song urges the listeners to get rid of all the stress-causing things and do what they really want to do. This is a perfect song for people in their 20s who should follow their passions and explore new boundaries, among other things, without being bound by constraints or restrictions. And me, I'm a seize the day type of person too, and I don't like repetitiveness, and I like a little deviation and rebelling now and then. And from that, you can make mistakes, but it's okay because we're still young, right? And you learn a lot from those mistakes, and you learn a lot by stepping out of your comfort zone. Let's listen to it. Que Sera Sera by Voy featuring 안신혜. I'm going to play you two songs about youth very shortly. They're by 뜨거운 감자, Hot Potato, and Peppertones, who share something in common, and it's the fact that they are a duo. Hot Potato is a modern rock band that debuted in year 2000, and they are best known for their sentimental and refined music and lyrics. The vocalist and guitarist, Kim Shi, actually gained even more popularity through a variety show where he showed his great sense of humor. People say Kim Shi looks like Tiger JK and Dave Grohl, right? Dave Grohl has a nickname. He's called the Jesus of rock and roll because he has that Jesus look. And I think Tiger JK and Kim Shi, they all have that like Jesus look too. Yeah. And Peppertones' name reflects the fact that they want to make musical tones that stimulate the senses like pepper. Their songs sound very fresh, and if you know their signature sound, you'll automatically know that a song is theirs the instant you listen to it. Hot Potato's song is about wishing that one's youthful years last a long time, and Peppertone's song is about the innocence of youth. So let's take a listen to those songs back to back. 청춘 Youth by 뜨거운 감자, and also 청춘 Youth by Peppertones. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Music with Theme with me. The last song I'm going to play for you is a ballad song called 청춘 예찬, Praising Youth, and it's by 이장우. 이장우 debuted as a guest vocalist for 015B, 015B in the early 1990s. He was a prominent singer in the 90s, which is considered the golden years for the K-pop industry. 이장우 is known for his soft, delicate singing voice that sounds very sentimental. Perhaps that's why he mostly recorded melancholy yet calm ballad songs. 청춘 예찬, Praising Youth, is about having regrets that he didn't spend his prime years more wisely. I'm sure that this song will remind a lot of people past the age of 30 of their school days. Near the end of the song, there's a part where a female vocalist, they sing together and it will tug at your heartstrings. This song was written and composed by a singer-songwriter, 이승환, who actually sang this song several times at his own concerts. There's something else that you probably don't know about. Lee Jang-woo was actually the original artist of the song Oh My Love, that was later sung by one of the first female idol groups, SES. The two versions have similar yet different sounds, so it'd be quite interesting to listen to both of them for a comparison. Now this brings us to the end of Music with Theme, and here's the last song, 청춘 예찬, Praising Youth by Lee Jang-woo. You're listening to Sonic City. Here's when you get the real deal on Korean music. Every morning from 9 to 11 a.m. KST. With me, your host, Moon Kim. So, did you guys enjoy Music with Theme? It's on every Sunday, and if you have a theme that you would like to suggest, message me on www.arirangradio.com. Click Sonic City and go to the message board. Let's listen to another song. 친해지고 싶어서 Want to Get Close to You by Stee. Tomorrow's segment is right. It's Music Hunter with Jeff. I like Jeff. He's a nice guy. Stay up to date with the latest K-pop news and new album releases. I can't believe our first week together is finally over. It feels like it was just yesterday when we first met. It was my first week as a DJ. I don't know if I did well, but I did well, and I hope you enjoyed it, because I sure did. I had a blast. It was an amazing experience. Thank you, Arirang Radio, for having me, and thank you guys all for listening in for me. Alright, I hope to talk to you again tomorrow. The last song I'm going to play for you is Kido featuring Melody by Leo Keikoa. Goodbye.